Good morning. This is video 77 of 100 videos. It is Friday. Yay, it's Friday. I'm going to talk about a message that came through my morning pages. It seems like Amelia's diary is about her morning pages a lot of the time. My morning pages. I talk about myself like I'm over here. Message came through, said, Amelia, uncomplicate your life. So I have to then ask the next question as to what complicates my life. And I came up with 3 or 4. Addiction complicates my life. Large spans of time that are not managed complicate my life. Lying complicates my life. And I think I've said this before, that I'm catching myself since I did that program with Katerina, the coaching program with Katerina. I found that I was lying to myself a lot, like little lies, like saying it's this, wishing it were that, but saying it was, and it really wasn't. And it's like, no, you didn't. And no, here's a little, my meditation practice. Oh, well, I meditated 20 minutes, but I'm supposed to be meditating 30. But I tell myself that's okay. And actually, it's not okay. If I'm going to start to use self-discipline, and it's interesting because I was, I think it was the Loving What Is book study, where one of the exercises we did, myself was standing in my path, and I had a conversation with her. And she said she wasn't moving until I got my self-discipline in place. So the path was not going to be clear. And so if I'm going to be self-disciplined, and I say I'm going to be self-disciplined, your thought, word, and deed all need to be congruent for things to start to shift. So what you're thinking, what you're saying, and what you're doing have to be congruent. So if I'm self-disciplined, then if I tell myself I'm going to meditate 30 minutes in the morning, then I need to be meditating 30 minutes in the morning. Not doing that complicates my life. So addiction, I'm doing really well on my alcohol, but I tend to make anything an addiction. So coffee, I figured out yesterday, coffee has become an addiction, because when I don't have it, it's like I really want it. And I don't think it's a physical thing, because on the days that I don't have it, I don't have the headache and all of that. But I figured out in my morning pages yesterday that coffee is me giving myself permission to sit down and to sit still. And the only problem in there, and people will say, oh, well, I love my coffee, and why would you not drink coffee? And I don't feel very good anymore on coffee. I needed coffee after my accident a year ago in November to ground myself. And after watching the Ingerman shamanic journeying video yesterday, she says exactly that. If you're going to have a head-on collision, you don't want to be in your body, because you're going to separate. The spirit, the essence of yourself is going to separate. And that's what happened. And my shamanic energy healer worker said, you need coffee to ground. Now my spirits have said, and I still haven't quit the coffee, but I think I'm going to be able to easier now, because I understand that I was using that as a way to give me permission to sit down and to take a break. And I can do that on my own. I don't have to have coffee to do that. Now, here's another thing, and this is just kind of coming to me. The energy is different then. Now when I sit down and have coffee, I may be able to just sit down and have coffee and enjoy the coffee. It doesn't give me permission to sit down. I can give myself permission to sit down. So the energy totally changes. and the coffee can act differently in my body. There's a lot in this video already, and we're only 5 minutes in. If anybody needs more, just message me. It seems like it's all over, and then it's just like everything's getting funneled and focused. So yeah, uncomplicate your life. Look at the places where you are complicating your life and where you are in charge, and you can make choices that then help you uncomplicate your life. So I can make a choice. The addiction really isn't complicating my life anymore. It's only when you're in the active part of the drinking. When I'm in the active part of the drinking, that makes my life difficult and challenging and not easy. And I haven't been drinking for almost a month, 20-something days. So that's going by the wayside. The large spans of time that are unmanaged, those cause problems. Yesterday, I worked on my schedule, and I will by Monday have my schedule in place. So that one will be fixed. And then the lying thing, much better than it was even 6 months ago, and I'm so aware of it now, and I don't allow myself to lie anymore. That's funny, because once you have that awareness, then it's like there, and it's the Maya Angelou stuff. You can't unlearn what you've learned. You can't go back, and then you can. It doesn't work that way. So once I have the awareness, then I know when I start to tell myself a lie, like, oh yeah, you drank 70 ounces of water today, when I really didn't. And it's like, okay, no, you're not going to get to lie to yourself. You didn't drink. You drank 64. And the challenge is 70. So you're either going to follow through and do what you say you're going to do, or not. And life is different. You go that way, you go that way. A reminder to anybody that lives here, we have our first Women Are Gathering circle tomorrow, 1 to 3, at my office space in Marthasville. And I'm also looking at doing an online circle for an hour, possibly on Sunday afternoon, twice a month. Do some shamanic healing, energy. Let's ground. Let's get centered. Let's focus. Gain clarity. It's hard for me to have a sacred circle when you're all out there in the ethers flying around. I am so, and I've always been a coach that likes, although I've segued into phone coaching. And Zoom, there's a lag. I don't like Zoom. I'd rather be on the telephone talking to my client. So anyway, there's day 77. Uncomplicate your life. Get in charge. Make new decisions. You are in charge of your life. You don't have to get in charge. You just have to know that you're in charge and make different decisions so that you can uncomplicate your life. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good Friday.